Hello everyone, and I welcome you all to another video of our string series. And in this video, we are going to look at another problem, and this problem is going to be really interesting, I would say, because in this lecture, we would be like basically dealing with two questions at once. All right. So the question is reverse words in a given string. So for this, you should be knowing about how to reverse a word if it is not given in a string. All right, and then we'll look at this problem. Okay, so what I am saying is, suppose there is a letter called, give me a minute. Yeah, cool. Okay, so the word is suppose word. All right, you have to reverse this specific word. What will I get? D R O W. Yes. All right, so let's make a function. Let's call it void reverse. All right, we'll pass string like this. We're going to pass. I'm just writing for now, and I'll be explaining. Just give me a few minutes. All right. So here I'm just simply going to return reverse s comma low would be suppose 0, and I would be s dot length minus 1. All right. Now I am saying while low less than equal to high, we are going to swap s low and s high. All right, we're going to increase low plus plus and high minus minus. Okay, and let's have a custom string like word. Okay, let's compile and run. Let's see, it should work. Okay, my bad. If I say this as let's say string. All right, and what I do here is I return s. Now let's try and run this. Should work now. Okay, we just have to do our this word only, right? Let's try and compile this thing. Okay, cool. Our output is also DROW, right? That leave this expected output. This is something else. We'll talk about this later. All right. So our expected output is DROW, right? Which we needed. So this is a very basic reverse function. We did it in array 1 also. I hope you remember it, but I'll do a dry run for this so you can recall it. All right. So I'll just erase thing. Okay. So our low was here and our high was here. So what I say that we'll swap these two. So that will become DORW. All right. And I'll increase low here and high here. All right. And I'll again swap. So this becomes this. My low becomes this and my high becomes this. And what was my terminating condition? It was while low is less than equal to high. So I reached this condition and I'll just return this thing. Alright, so that is DROW. Okay, cool. Now, what I have to do here is, okay, we'll have this reverse function so for later, and we are going to have a reverse word thing. Alright. So let's now read the problem of this question. So it's like given a string S, reverse the string without reversing its individual words. words are separated by dots. All right. So S is basically a sentence. All right. So suppose S is like, I like this program very much. All right. And what would be the output of this? Much, very, program, this, like, I. So what we have to do exactly here is we have to reverse the string without reversing each word. All right. So what does that mean? That our first word much would be the last word much in our string would be the first, and similarly very, very, program, this, like, and I. Notice that no word has been reversed individually. All right. So like, can you try to think about this solution? Okay, if you're not able to, then let me tell you. If you remember my array video of rotating an array left by d places, if you remember it, what we do in that scenario is, suppose, let me clear out a bit. Yeah, suppose my array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have to reverse and I have to shift it by 2. So what I do is that if I have to like shift by 2, so I'll reverse this part, I'll reverse this part, and then I'll reverse the whole. Right. So this is the basic idea. So same idea we are going to apply here. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to uh, reverse every word individually, and then I'm going to reverse the whole string. All right. Okay. I hope that is like making sense to you. Okay. And well, let's try. Let's have a dry run first so you can understand what I'm like trying to do here. So, yeah. Suppose let's take a second string. It's small and would be easy to tell. So let's have it. It is like P Q R dot M N O. So what did I tell you is I'm going to reverse this thing first. Okay. So it is going to be R Q P. Going to reverse this part. O N M. Now I am going to reverse this whole string as 1. So it is going to be M N O dot P Q R. Okay. So this and this are equal, right? So this is what we have to do here. All right. So let's try and write our code. All right. So um, I'm going to have a variable called start and a variable called n, which is going to be s dot length. All right. Cool. Now I'm going to run a loop for int I is equal to 0. Let's call it end, so would be easy. End is equal to 0, end is equal to less than m, end plus plus. So this thing is going to run for my uh, the whole string at first. Okay, now I'm putting a condition that if at any point, okay, if at any point, if my si is equal to, give me 1 minute, let's have it void. All right, and not return anything. You'll understand why I'm doing it, so just be check. Okay, if I say if si is equal to my dot, that means I have like traversed my first sentence, first whole word. Okay, now what I'll do here, I'll simply reverse my I'm simply going to reverse my whole string from start to end, right? And now I'm going to put my start as end plus 1. Okay, that is basically the whole thing. So what I'm going to do, what I'm exactly doing here is, see this was a code. Suppose there is one more rsg, right? So I encountered my first dot and my start was here, so I encountered my first dot here, right? So I'm just going to reverse this whole thing. This is going to be dot r and q and p. Okay, okay, I hope that is making sense here. And then again I'm going to swap this thing also. Similarly, I found the dot, I put the starting here and would be here, it was going to be O and M, right? And now see, when I'll reach here, I'll just complete my sentence. There's not going to be any dot here. So in the end, I have to do one more reverse from start to n minus 1. Okay. And now I'm simply going to reverse the whole thing. And f from 0 till n minus 1. Right. So let's simply return s. Now see, let's see if it works. Well, I hope it works. Okay, my bad. It's ascend. Right. Hmm. Okay. I am not understanding. Alright, 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 alright. Yeah, it should be here only inside the function. Let's now compile and run. Let's hope this works. Okay, my output is not the one I'm expecting, right? Okay, let me just remove my reverse function. Okay, and I'm going to have the inbuilt reverse function. I guess that will work. If you know about the inbuilt reverse function, it's good. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you in a bit. Just give me a second. Let me see if there's some problem with the code or was there some problem with the reverse part. Alright, okay. So this is going to be s dot begin plus start, and this is going to be till s dot end, or you can write s dot begin plus end. Right, and it's going to be s dot begin, it's going to be s dot end, and we are simply returning s. Right. So let's check if there could be any more problem. I hope so. There should be no problem as such. Okay, let's try and compile this code. Let's see if this works. Okay, I'm getting these. My bad. Oh, that is really a very silly mistake. Very sorry for that, guys. That was really a silly mistake. So our previous reverse function would also have worked, right? So if you're comfortable with that reverse function, you can use that. Otherwise, let me tell you what I'm doing here. So what happens in reverse function exactly is this is a inbuilt reverse function used for C++ STL. So string, as you know, is a C++ standard template library. So in that we put reverse, and okay, let me code it like this. We put reverse. It is start end. That means from where do you have to start and from where do you have to end. So that means like if I'm given a string WRD, I'm going to start the reversal from W and end it till end like D. Alright. So that's what we did here. It is beginning from s dot begin plus start. Alright, and it is ending as plus begin dot plus end. And this too we did, and this is also the same thing. Alright. So let's try and submit it. Let's hope it works. Oh yeah, it's okay. Cool. So guys, yeah, this was the reverse word in a given string, and in this lecture you learned about two problems: how to reverse a word individually and how to reverse a whole sentence. All right, and I guess you learned something important today, and that was it for this video. More theories, more concepts coming in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned and thank you for watching. See you later.